Hi, it's Jeanette with 40 Kennels, owner of 40 Kennels, and I have been breeding for 7 years. So I've used a lot of different grooming products. We've groomed a lot of different dogs. I've done some grooming myself, but I am not a groomer, so I just want to put that out there. I just have a lot of experience with keeping and having to keep dogs clean and using different products in the process with doodles and poodles. And of course, golden retrievers the easiest. So I wanted to go through some of our products with you and share with you what I feel are some of the best products out there, the easiest to use, and yeah, that make your dog look the best. So go ahead and let me know where you're watching from. Leave a comment, give us a high five, give us a heart. And we'll get started. I'm glad that you are here and want to know what do we use at 40 Kennels with our dogs, you know, our badass dogs. So go ahead and tap the screen and give us a heart, or let me know where you are watching from. Idaho, that's a long way away, but it's probably very beautiful there. There we go. Some thumbs up.
Arizona.
Give us some hearts and some thumbs up. In Arizona, Kim's in Arizona. She has one of our puppies. Paula, hello. Welcome everybody to the show while we get down and dirty with doodle grooming must-haves today. So let's get started. Here we go. Let's just start with brushes and combs to begin with. There's two types of combs I like. Oh, go ahead and get those. So let me tell you first, everything I show online, everything I'm going to show you on today is online on my website. You see that there? There we go. At 40kennels.com, click on the tab Puppy Information,
down there,
drop down menu 4E Kennels. So anything that we talk about today, I put everything on this page on my website, so you can just click and buy. So you don't have to go to all these different places to find the stuff. I put it all together for you. Welcome Jennifer and Carrie. Hello, you guys. Metal combs. I have found that metal combs are, there's dog hair in there.
Oh, yeah.
Metal combs are incredibly important but let me hold them too so I can talk about them too.
Yeah.
There's 7.5 inch and there's 10 inch. I have both on the website. So it just depends what's more comfortable for you, but I really feel, hello Heather, love to see that you're joining us. I think it's really important with doodle coats to have the metal comb, especially at the ears. And it's really important that you start at the top. Jenna's gonna be my model today. Although I do have Holly around here, but our cameras are docked, so it's hard to move them. I don't have a camera person today, it's just Jenna and I. So we're gonna start at the top and then you're just gonna pull down. That's the most important thing with the combs, especially at the ears, so that you don't mat and that you're getting the mat, especially with our doodle coats, is that you start at the top and bring it down. So metal combs do a fantastic job getting through these thick coats of our doodles. So combs. Brushes, grab me my brushes, please.
Okay.
Slicker brushes. There's a couple different kinds. They do have metal prongs. This is one with like more of a G, they call it, a G prong. I have this one online. Quite a few of my clients, in fact, a client used this one and posted it in our private group and said, this is the best brush. So I bought it too, because if it's the best, I have to have it. And we love it as well. And it's double-sided, and it really helps get through that thick doodle coat. You could do slickers like this. This is what we've been using for years.
On the back.
You can, push the back.
And then you can take off all the hair.
Then the hair comes out. So that one's really nice too. We like that one as well.
All this hair now.
Remember these little slicker brushes. Here's a common problem I see, and I used to do it too. I'd take my doodle or my poodles and I would run the slicker across the top of their coat, and it looked nice and you thought, woo, I'm done. I did a great job. But there's still matting underneath. So it's incredibly important to make sure that you're getting the brush and the comb all the way down to their skin and combing their hair for real. Sorry.
Oh, no, not that, but getting down to the skin.
Oh, yeah, right down to the skin. So I always say do your metal comb first and then do your slicker brushes. Hello, Leon, in Las Vegas. I hope Sans is doing well tonight. Our sock eater, I know, goodness sakes. Let me show you this little jiggy. This is something you do have to be careful with, don't grab it. Yeah. It is a dematting tool. unfortunately, they get mats and usually behind their ears or on their chin from the water if you keep their coat a little bit longer. And this can be incredibly valuable. You put your thumb here and you move through the mat and it cuts it. It breaks it up so that you can get that mat out of there. Just be careful, because I know from personal experience, if you miss or if your thumb rakes across that, it will slice it open, because that's what I did. So make sure they do come with the protective case. Keep the protective case over that. These are incredibly sharp blades that will just tear your thumb up. So you also have to be careful with your dog as well, that you're just getting right into that mat and pulling it out and kind of tearing it all apart, and it just dissembles the mat in a sense, so that you can brush it through and get rid of some of that hair. So these dematting tools are invaluable on our doodles and our poodles. So again, everything we're showing you is on my website. I tried to make it super easy for you at 4ekennels.com. Click on the tab puppy information, and then there's a drop down menu for 4E's favorites. Everything is on there. Everything is linked on there for you. So you got this. Jenna's got this. She says,
I got
yeah.
this.
Did you have something else?
No.
Okay, let's talk about nails. Not our nails, not anything fun like spa or pedicure, manicure. With our bigger doodles, we want to do, you can do these. You just put their little nail in there and you cut it. It's very easy. It doesn't make sound. It doesn't upset them. There's no issue as far as that. This is not something to use on younger puppies, but what you do is you buy two different things. You buy the nail trimmer and the Dremel. This is what we use on the puppies. So if you buy a puppy from us, if you've bought one from us, their nails have been Dremeled several times before they go home. It's like a little, you can hear it, I turned it on, and it's got you can see it there, the little tool there
it's kind of covered.
That's spinning really fast, and you just put their nail right on there, and it files it. This is basically a file. So once you cut it, their nail can be jagged and sharp, and then you just want to file it, and then you have nice, soft nails. Not all dogs need their nails cut all the time. If you're really active and they're out on cement a lot, they naturally file. But, these are two must-haves that we use, cutting the thicker nails. Must-haves. And then dremeling them so they're soft and smooth, and they're not sharp or jagged.
And then
yeah, let's talk about coat length. Yeah, that's another different kind of comb. I find if you are, and this is only because I have some problems with my hands a little bit, it's harder to hold some of those combs. And so you can get the metal combs, and it's two different lengths in one with a nice handle that's a little bit easier to hold. So there are those options as well. And everything, again, is on my website. Real quick, when you take your dog to the groomer, you want to make sure you tell them, here's a poodle cut. If you don't like this, the shaved face and feet, tell them, do not poodle my doodle. Do you see the face is shaved and the feet are shaved? That's a poodle. That's a traditional poodle cut. Let me know if you like that. Do you like the poodle cut? Thumbs up. Thumbs up, yes. Or give me a face if it's not your favorite. Because I tell, when I get mine done, I say, don't poodle my doodle, because I don't like this for my doodle. I think, some poodles look pretty handsome like that. But I still even groom our poodles like, yeah, there you go, the face. Oh, I'm not so sure about that either, Mike. Here are traditional, I know, Kimberly, like, you need to make sure you tell your groomer, do not poodle your doodle. Okay, here's just a traditional grown out look. Let me see these hearts if you love this one. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? This is one of our doodles, of course. This is a traditional grown out where they've just kept around the eyes straightened up and clean. Yeah, give me your hearts if you love this. Isn't this gorgeous? I mean, this is a very traditional doodle look. Now, if you need to take them to the groomer, here is closer to a 4-blade with a longer face and tail. I love the shorter look, especially in the summer. Or if you're active and you're at the beach or in the water or hiking, this is a lot easier to manage than the longer coat. The longer coats, it's a lot more brushing. So this is also a very nice cut. I love you're looking about a number 4 blade or possibly even a 2 blade I'll talk to you about next. with the longer face and tail. I suggest bring in a picture of exactly what you want if you're trying out a new groomer, because you don't know what you'll get. And a bad haircut, the good thing is it grows fast, but nobody loves a bad haircut. Now, here's shorter on the body. This is definitely almost shaved with the face left a little bit longer. All right, and then here's a doodle. Have you seen a doodle completely shaved? Do you know what they look like? Give me a thumbs up if you want to see a doodle completely shaved. Here we go. Come on, where's my thumbs up? A completely shaved doodle. Let me know what you think. Yeah, look at that. Kind of stunning, really. I know the first time I saw one, I was a little mortified. I was like, oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. But I will say that if you have to, we've all been there. Our dogs have gotten too matted and they've had to be shaved. Yeah. They grow back, and then you'll find things you actually kind of like about it. They look like a lab, Heather, or yeah, they look like a lab. Let me show you that again. They are all shaved completely one length. We've had dogs accidentally groomed like that with a groomer that didn't know what they were doing. So I think I cannot impress upon enough to tell you to bring a picture of exactly what you want if you're trying out a new groomer. Okay. All right, so with that said, people have asked, then go ahead. Oh, I don't have the different size blades. Okay, here's what we use. We use the Andes. What I love about it is it's just really easy. You pop it and you put the different size blade you want on it. This is a number 2 because it's summer and we are outside of Vegas. It's hot. All of our poodles and all of our doodles here on property are shaved to a 2 blade. Their body, all one length, except their face and their tail are left longer. And then look how easy that is. You just flip it right back on. So my 2 favorite lengths that we do all of our dogs on property is at number 2, a 2-inch blade, or it's not, yeah, a 2 blade is I think what they call it, and a 4.
Yes.
So they're both of these and these clippers that can actually go through a poodle and a doodle, because not all of them can, are on my website. Yeah, grooming. Let's talk about let's do shampoo. So one of my new favorite lines is Life's Abundance. Their wholesome and more holistic approach is something I very much value. This is revitalizing shampoo, and it's kiwi and mango scent. And what we have found, yeah, is with just the shampoo and the Bath Fresh mist, shampoo, and then use this, you don't need a conditioner. And this is fantastic because what I've always said is you have to have a high line, a good conditioner with a doodle because of their tangles. So you do the shampoo and then the mist, and you can do this in between shampoos for your dog, and it makes them smell good. And it's very all natural and it smells really good. It's a kiwi and mango scent, and it has some holistic ingredients in it as well. So it's not too strong or overpowering for them. So again, these are linked on my website if you want to try them out. And what I love about the Fresh Bath Mist is you can use it.
Good.
I know it does smell really good. And you can use it in between bath time, so you're not having to do a bath all the time. You want to grab my soothing mist. If they get nicked at the groomer, or you accidentally nick them with scissors or a shaver, or they have hot spots, or their skin is dry and they're itching, we also love the soothing mist with aloe and lavender. It does smell a little more medicinal than the bath mist, but you can spray this right on any owie. Make sure that you actually move the hair to the side and get this down to the skin, because this is for skin. We're outside of Vegas and it's really dry, and so a lot of our dogs will get dry skin, and this has been a lifesaver, the soothing mist for them. Ears, let's talk about ears real quick. This one doesn't have alcohol in it. It's our Life's Abundance ear care formula with aloe and alcohol burns. We do want their ears dried out, but you just put this in their ear. You take a cotton round or a cotton ball and just wipe the ear out. So I put it down in their ear, and you rub on the outside of the ear to get it down in there, and then take the swab or the round and wipe it out. You can also use apple cider vinegar 50-50, so dilute it 50% with water. You can squirt some right in the ear rub it around, and then go in and wipe it out, so that it's really easy. So when you're doing your grooming or your bath time, make sure you always
And
check their
we
ears.
still have-
Doodles are prone to ear infections, unfortunately,
still
so.
have scissors.
Oh, scissors, yeah. And good
Yep.
scissors. I've got some good, they're a little bit rounded, which is nice when you're working around their face, because you almost always have to scissor cut a doodle's face unless you want, you want them shaved. If you take them to the groomer, you may not need them, but I find even in between grooming appointments, I have to kind of still trim around their eyes, so I do like to have a nice sharp pair of scissors, and I do like the little bit of bend on them, so I'm not poking them in the eye.
yeah,
Always
they-
makes me a little nervous. After you've done 100 of them and a ton of wiggly puppies, I'm much faster at it. It's no big deal. All right, if you do baths at home, show me, give me thumbs up or hearts if you're bathing at home. You're not taking them to a self-wash place, you're doing it at home. Where are all of my at-home bathers? You're bathing them at home. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Yes, you're bathing at home. Especially if you're taking them out for the day and they're dirty. I will tell you, this is worth $100. It is go ahead and get me that pet dryer. Again, linked on my website, $100. It will save you a ton of time.
It is pretty big.
It is pretty big, and it's a little bit loud, but it dries in a fraction of the time from your own hair blow dryer. I cannot tell you. I don't know why it took me so long to invest in this, because it makes all the difference in the world. Now all of our puppies get baths in their blow dry bathies, as well as our dogs, and it makes their coat, soft and fluffy, like when you pick them up from the groomer. So you can do it yourself. $100. This is a must-have, truly. All right, go ahead and put that one down. Okay, I think we did it. There are 40 kennels must-have grooming products. Yes, we started with the combs. Let me show you again. All of these products are on our website. You can just click on the puppy information tab, the drop-down menu, and they're on our 40 favorites
We did the combs?
tab. We did the combs. Jenny's gonna recap. Here we go. Metal combs, slicker brushes. Yep.
Now.
Pumpkin has a Dyson trip. That's awesome. The Dyson blow dryer. Yeah.
Again, another comb.
Another comb.
With
And
this.
yeah, be careful with that. The dematter, get the
We did
mats
this.
out. Yeah. The shaver, if you feel like you need one, you may not. If you schedule regular appointments, then you won't.
Shampoo.
The shampoo, I love, a lot of ultra ingredients, so it doesn't
Bath mist.
irritate them. Bath mist you can use in between,
And the smoothing mist.
and the soothing mist.
The ear. We still have one more thing.
What do we got?
The scissors.
The scissors. Don't play with scissors.
I'm not playing with them.
Okay, that's good. All right. It's Jeanette with 40 Kennels. Thank you again for tuning in. If you're watching this as a rebroadcast, please feel free to ask any questions. I'll always keep checking in, and I'm here to help you with our, with your doodles. Oh, good questions. What about the eye boogers? Any best practices? I just clean them out every day. I just go in there and clean them out every day. So they just get used to, even our puppies, we're pulling them out every day. Hannah's sitting here.
How do you know where to cut?
Oh, yes. I'm always so scared to cut, because if you do cut too short, this is a good question, Tara. I'm so glad you brought this up. If you do cut too short, you hit the quick, and the quick bleeds, and it bleeds a lot, and it seems like it's really bad when it's really not.
It's
But
not.
it does bleed quite a bit. I always say go slow, so just hit the tip of it. Anything bending over, gosh, we're docked, otherwise I could show you on the dogs. Anything bending over, you can trim. And then I say, then that's why we Dremel. And you can still get blood with the Dremeling, but it's really nice and
It'll
gentle.
just be a little bit of blood. It's not hurting them. Not really.
Well, it does.
Well, it
You
does
hit
a
the
little
quick,
bit, but
it does hurt. But
Not.
so I always say trim, start real slow, Tara, and you'll learn with your dog. Hannah wants to go outside. You'll learn, start slow, and then Dremel, because it's very gentle. So it's just part of learning how to cut. Do a tiny bit at a time, and you shouldn't have a problem. How often do you recommend grooming? Paula, it just depends on you. I like my doodles groomed every 6 weeks. Some people go shorter and do every 8 weeks because they just let it get longer. Some of my clients want their dogs groomed every 4 weeks. So it really just depends on you and how often you want your doodle groomed and what you want them to look like. I have some clients that leave their doodle's coat really, really long. It's just a lot of work. I don't even brush Jenna's hair every day. So
I do.
She's
I do
kidding.
my hair.
Finally, yeah. But when you were littler, I was like, oh my gosh, I barely brush Jenna's hair every day. So keeping the doodle coats really long is just not feasible for me or my time. So we do keep our dogs a little bit shorter. Like I said, I do a number 2 blade in the summer and number 4 in the winter, keeping their head and their tail longer. So this is a reminder that we are changing breeding from bad to badass. Please do not buy or let anybody you know buy. You have to have an intervention from a pet store. All those puppies come straight from puppy mills. Do not buy from online brokers. If it's a website that offers lots of different dogs from lots of different places and you're not actually communicating with the breeder, that's a broker. All of those puppies are coming from puppy mills. So we want to improve breeding one dog at a time, one breeder at a time, and truly help our 4-legged companions. Check us out at 4ekennels.com, the number 4, the letter E, kennels.com, where we have all of these favorites on our 4E favorites tab.
One more thing.
One more thing.
Any more questions?
All right, Jenna
Just
likes
to finish
questions. Just to finish up. Got my dogs here. Let me show you. Yeah, let me show you a, oh, you got this one, Jenna, sorry.
Yeah.
Grab
There
this
are
one.
2.
Honey, grab that one. Here's Hannah and Holly. So they last had a 2 and now they have grown, you know, we leave the head a little bit longer and the face a little bit longer. And, you know, I let them grow out a little bit. So that's what they look like at a 2 with it grown out a little bit, which I love. It's really reasonable and easy to keep them clean, you know, right, girls? They say they don't care about the live stream. It's dinner time. It's 5 o'clock and it's time to go out and have dinner and go outside and run for the night since it's cool enough. So thank you guys for joining us. Of course, if you have any other questions, feel free just to drop it here and I'll be back and I can answer your questions. If you know anybody that would benefit from learning about our favorite grooming tools, tag them in the video. Have a great night.